good evening. Big fan. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever the hell time it is. How are we? RPM? Maybe someday. I still haven't done or finished videos from Grand Utopia yet, so kind of wanted to do those first. Hello, how are we? Welcome in. Hope you had a good weekend. Huh? I'm doing alright. Not too bad. We have some interesting talking points today, don't we? Been busy over the last few days, last week-ish. Well, last few weeks overall in general, but you know. Hello, Aaron. Big fan. Gez, Ollie, Folk, Storm, Felix, Star, Uriel, Scotsman, Garland, Jerome, Chaos, Wilson, Osset. What did Jerome redeem before? Oh, you followed. Welcome in. I appreciate the follow. So I'm reading literally the events in order of what they are. A little bit white noise. That's fine. There's a fan near me. There will always be a little bit of white noise. That's all right. Churcher, big fan. Maybe. No, it's fine. Whenever the AC is on, obviously we have more heat to deal with, and more white noise to deal with. That's fine. PKY, welcome in. Frankfurt to Prague is the main thing, hence the title. That's the one thing we have to talk about. You ever get any corrupt mods? Are you on about, like, people calling the team members corrupt? Or, like, mods for the game that don't work? I have a feeling you're going to mention the first one, right? I don't know when I'm trying it. I'll try it at some point. Like, as I said, we tried Grand Utopia. That'd be nice. We can try, you know, that one as well. Because I hear there's some good things in that one. I've seen plenty of videos to do with that one. Be nice to do some videos on those. But in 3 days, well then you gotta redo it, don't you? You gotta redo the sub. People who are moderators, I thought so, yes. So no, if they were corrupt, they wouldn't be on the team. People like to immediately say they are corrupt because you got banned for nothing, or you got banned for a small thing, or, you know, some of the people that say that then proceed to not appeal the ban and maybe complain about it elsewhere, which doesn't help. So the idea, no, unless we don't. I'm certainly trying not to be. Why would I be? Why would I stream it? That's the other thing. Hello, Highway, big fan. We do have Urban. Urban works, yes. So it's made, well, for some places the weather doesn't work, but in Urban's fine. Celsius! Thank you for the 83 Falcon, my god, that's insane. That's very warm. That's very warm indeed. Yeah, the person who made it, well done. You needed such a thing, Storm. It just gave you a random article. Interesting. He changed something on the back end, and then I was like, it doesn't work. And he was like, I changed this. And I was like, oh, it works now. Interesting. Not bad. Hello, Lucas. Hello, Unreal. Patchy rain. It's 26 outside, I think. That's outside. Yeah. No cooldown. Not at the moment, no, maybe I should. I think there's a cooldown on the actual... Oh, I'll definitely make a cooldown on that. Nice! Good job. On sending to the API? Like, you'll reach a limit at some point, I think. Let me go and add the cooldown to the command then. I can do that. I can do that very quickly. What cooldown should I do? Cooldown of 30 seconds. Global cooldown. So you gotta wait your turn. Some of those are very interesting. Yeah, I'm not gonna read out all those. No, some of those are very, Someone got banned for a month. How long's their next ban? 3, if it's within the same year. Months. 3 months. Which seems like a very long time, and if you do have a ban, even a month-long ban is a month, you won't be here for the entirety of August. Can you imagine? Are you late or early? Whatever you want it to be. Maybe you're early for tomorrow's stream. Very early, in fact. But, no. Is it normal? Is what normal? What's up? You done streaming? No, I've just started. 3 months past after your ban, and TMP admin's banned you for another 3 months. Yes, that's how that works. I didn't see your first message. I didn't show for some reason. That's why I have to look down at my phone. Yes, If it's still within the same 12 months, your next ban will also be the same length. And it will keep going. So now that you have 2 very recent, after this one expires, if you get another one, that will be 3 months as well. So the idea is don't get a ban. Try not to get a ban. Yeah, FP Road. We'll be talking about FP. I have a video idea, in some sense, not like the history of the CD roads. It's a bit too early for that at the moment, like not in the same context. But I have some ideas of how to kind of formulate that. Turns out it's lovely. It is. It's a throwback to sort of CD Road. If people remember playing on CD Road. The Alps is nice for the scenery, but not for having too many people in the same area, because that is laggy. All of it is laggy, really. The bit that I will end up showing you, though, is at the start of it. The Frankfurt start. Who's this? Oh, hello. I had, Texas was here earlier, but I believe he actually drove off and might have actually done the job. Open at 3 AM. Probably. Because I was testing it when he was telling me to fix it. It's Brazil. It's your boy. And I'm still up here, so we're not down there. Every time someone will tell me to look at the map today, we'll be looking mostly at either Frankfurt to Prague or the Alps, which is down here. Which looks like a really small road because it's so bunched up. If you were to straighten out the road, I think it'll be longer. Much longer. More as for Cornwall. Maybe upon the UK revamp, which we're still waiting for. FP? FP indeed. So, let's go check out Frankfurt first. And I do need to update my thumbnails, don't I? Because now some of the busy places will be from here. So, 110. That's a good start. Yes. We've done it. I think we've done it. Is that what success looks like? That is an interesting, right opposite the junction. That will confuse some people, I think. Especially with long trailers like that. Did I disable it? I added a cooldown because people decided to spam it. If you don't have a cooldown, people will test that, won't they? You've done it? Yes, you've driven on it. Lots of people have driven on it. If you've got a question, go ahead. And welcome it. Now, the thing is, not everyone from the Alps is here. So there is going to be a transfer period, for a while maybe, of people being on both. Where are you going? People being on both at the same time. Excuse me? You know when in City Skylines and things like that, the AI loses its pathfinding for a moment? That's what that looks like. 1 times speed? Hello, Rev, fan. Hello, Wrecker. Welcome in. Or welcome back if it's a long time no see. How's my day? Not too bad. Editing things over the weekend. Still a lot to sort out. I have a list, a growing list of videos to start working on. I write down like how I want to do the video, if that makes sense. So if I think of a title initially, yes. Now if I think of how I want it to start, yes. The rest of it's just up to future me to sort out. You know? Thinks it's a tram, he does. What they could have done is, I wouldn't be surprised if someone's done this, where if you couldn't be bothered for some reason to go round the roundabout, you just go straight over the roundabout. Because I'm sure there's no, like, wall here to stop you from doing that. But look at how many there are. But again, reminder, there is a bus route here, 2 actually, 1 going either way. So you'll have a mixture of buses and normal deliveries being from here. Which is what an actual good city looks like. Lots of moving traffic. Someone has to test. You wanna? It's too popular, yeah, so you see, suffering from success, we've done it too much, so chat, I'm now announcing... No, I'm not. We're not going anywhere else yet. The debate is that if this road eventually, this area gets remade, at least in the Prague section, that you'll have to pick somewhere else. FP. FP is the hotspot, yeah. So, we have to do 1 report that is... Ooh, be very careful. We have to do 1 report in 1 time speed first. Yo! That's me? Which one? Are you the one sticking out? Because you are gonna confuse a lot of people with that long trailer. 21 years, Storm. Big fan. Big fan. No, it's not as popular, no. If you were to look at the stats page, of which I think I had it open earlier, trouble is, It's not officially recognized as being that busy because on the traffic website that shows all the stuff, there's an Alpine route section, but there's no Frankfurt to Prague specific section. It's just the two cities, of which Frankfurt's in second place at the moment. Pretty good. Prague has nearly 100 people on it. So between the two cities and the route, it's probably first place. Anyway, any bets on where this is going to be? We're in Frankfurt, but it's not the road. It's not the road yet. So let's go, nearly. Next one over. A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. And this one has to be all the way through. Gustav, hello, Caesar, big fan. A real road. Yeah. So it's not going to change too much. They might just widen it a bit, because it is still a country road. Bishop Primel. There's a viewpoint outside it. Or within it. Good spot for it. And, ooh, nice. I see message. No, I didn't. Initially, no, I apologize. Feel free to paste it again. Because you did say you had a question. If you got banned 9 months ago, you get a ban like this month, will you be banned for 3 months? If your last ban 9 months ago was for 3 months, look for when it expired. Count from then. That one is freezing in front of it. Little meeting spot, by the way. Any truck fests going on at the moment? There have been a few over the weekend that pop up on my feed as well. Little knock there. Caused by you not deciding what lane to be in. Please decide which lane to be in. Worst appeal. Well, there's no singular worst appeal. No, I can't literally say what's in the appeal, but I can say maybe one of the many where people just don't understand what's going on. They might excuse their sibling or something like that. AI appeals, probably get worse than that. They try, I think, to cover it up at least. Downloading again. Oh, you are. What game are you downloading? Bad drivers. There are a lot of bad drivers. Just like that. Power truck show. I personally don't go to them, but if it's occurring while I'm streaming, I'll have a look at it, because I looked at the Erfurt one last week, which I need to take a little video out of. So we've got that. We go back a bit. Them merging here, they got bumped by this guy. Because, you know, you're wobbling out of your lane. But then at the very start, what's the main part? Here, where you immediately went out way too far. And you bumped into the other guy. Would we say collision at the end? Oh no, there is a collision there, okay. I was going to wonder if the other one, sort of by pushing yourself in front, was more of a bump than a collision. Me being picky. I'm picky with that. He went over everything in real time. Like this was basically, you can merge out as someone's driving by, but make sure you merge into the first lane, not the second lane. But they needed a wide turn. Or you could just, you know, wait a bit. Just wait a bit. To see some appeals, trust me, if you could see the appeals or even the web reports, oh my god, there'd be this, I could make a series on that. Someone, I think, went through the red light. Like, they were trying to sort of squish around, I don't know where that industry was, they were trying to squish around them, I think, but it didn't really go well. Because I saw it in real time, might just be a kick for them. But hey, first report, successful. How many of these are going to be from this area? Back in the Alps. See, there's still enough going on. We're in the Alps. This doesn't fully count either. It's on the way. It's on the way. Multi-jobs. I would like them to add multi-jobs. Multiple destinations for your cargo. Is it calm? No, not really. You had a lot from FP. Good. I had my first one. Video that I technically forgot to put out today, that should have gone out today, is of it. No, we don't need to watch the whole one. No. So what it is, that first one, it's a redeem on Twitch where someone redeems it with points, and I then have to watch that one report in its entirety. Only that one, though, until someone redeems it again. This one, no, I don't have to. Good, next truck. What truck did you just have? Drink time? Yeah. What one did you just have? Can't move my mouse. See, that was a bad camera angle there. Your fault, you made me drink. I can imagine what just happened, though. Real ops. Wonder when we're going to get a real ops. If AC, I do. It's just not on at the moment. When I want to do things themed for a video, it's off. It'll be on later. Krew. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Here, yes. Through the toll, not really. Through the tunnel, yes. Impersonation, not really. Maybe. There, and they also bumped into their friend. They always bump into their friend. Not sure what that guy down there is doing. They always do that. Like when driving with someone else. Why do we always do that? Oh no, work arrived. Wolfie, goddammit. Enjoy. Good luck. Good luck. So, yes, because you pushed in front of... Is this the same one? It's a double trailer guy, right? It's the same one. They basically chased him all the way there. And didn't really want to wait a bit to do at the end. Can lag get you banned? Context depends. If you are stuttering so much because your internet is actually dying, then no, not really. Now we're here. Yeah, fairly. I mean, if this is number one with 300 plus people on it, then yes, it's still the busiest place because it's listed as a route. So there's a handful of people still here. Maybe people are doing both. Maybe they'll do one lap of one and then one lap of the other as their daily routine. Who knows? Yeah, that's still fairly busy. Yeah, I'm still fairly busy. A good next truck be after Mercedes. Anything. Literally anything. Wheel spin. Why not? Can we go somewhere else? Like Frankfurt? Volvo, yeah, sure. But which one? I guess the only Volvo I wouldn't really recommend, but it's entirely up to you, is the FH6 Aero. Specifically the Aero. Nice plate. Are you policing the area? You're trying to stop this guy from going out? Oh no, you're telling them to wait and go. Okay. What a policeman, huh? Aero isn't that bad. It looks a bit weird. It looks a bit weird. I'm talking about it visually. Performance is perfectly fine. You could use the standard FH6 and that looks fine. Just the Aero looks a bit... You asked for my opinion. You said Volvo. I'm like, yeah, we'll use this. You don't think you can use it if you want. I don't care. Does not matter to me. Are they going to try and block the road now as well, or? Another question. Go for it. A lot of DAF drivers. Yeah, well, a lot of people generally customizing their truck more because, you know, the tuning DLC adds a lot of nice things to it, doesn't it? October last year, got unbanned November. If you got any ban between now and that date, you would probably be on 3 month again, yeah. See, you're just making it worse by being in the way. If you weren't in the way, people would, you know, try and yield a bit better. We do check reports on the site, but you won't see them on stream. Sadly. Got a question? Go for it. Their stability is a bit lower as well. You see them sort of bumping around every time they stop and start. Look here, you want a new account? FP is getting popular? Yeah. Have you been on it, Tricks? Have you tried it out? You should. You're welcome. Look at this guy coming. Is this your escort? Maybe. Followed you on Metal. I have nearly 100 followers on Metal for some reason, despite only like 10 clips being public. This all counts towards their evidence, by the way, because you can tell, you see. You don't need to do that. Players can do it by themselves. If someone wants to be nice enough to yield, they can. You follow me on that? There's no point, but sure. I want to see one more instance of them doing something. Just one more. While this person is very slowly moving. Follow on X? What's that? That's a new social media? What's that? That car ever took one person? A blue one. There we go, you see that? Yeah. Trying to get in the way. So they look for someone that's leaving, see which way they want to turn, and then... Then what? And then block whichever lane accordingly, I guess. Requirements to be a mod. They vary each time, slightly. Most of them would be like rule related, knowing bits of what's in the rule, wanting to do the role, no bans within a set time, activity on the network to some degree. It would be a kick if I had done it earlier. All of this can now be a ban. Those two have just crashed into each other. Why not? Stop using that bay. Stop using that one. Don't block up the viewpoint. Any more? No more at the moment. Has the heavy eye moved yet? No, he's still going around. Ah, we're moving now. Okay, so for the entire thing that you did, you can still get one of those. Because you are blocking. Car abuse, that rule is just random. Anything seems to dwarf that rule. I find it a bit of an interesting rule. Give it a month, everyone will be using it. Well, what you need to do, now that there may be slightly less people on this road, you need to tell them to go there. I did tell him to stop, but I don't know their ID. They should know what they're doing is wrong. They want to help out, that's the thing is. They want to help. But... No, in this instance, he's not like acting as an actual pilot. It is, maybe abusing the paint job. I'm watching both. Some of them do it in normal paint jobs. Some of them feel they have an authority because I guess some people like to confuse the pilot skin as a police skin. So when we've seen people that don't normally play this game, they go, wait a minute, is that an admin? And they probably pick up on that. Nice blue. Look at that, huh? Pretty nice. Urgently need a traffic light. I hear there have been some attempts to somewhat manage it before they think of a more solid solution, I suppose, for the lights. Because there's one intersection where after you leave the main road itself, you only turn the corner. You don't go straight on or anything, so there's no point in really being made to stop there. Hello, Windy Big Fan. Photo trophy? Wow, that was close. Yeah, I do need that. No. Yeah, yell at them. Tell them to do it, not me. Event managers, GMMs, I don't know who does it. One of those. Blue, yes. Now for the Renault. Hippie skin. Boom, 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 boom. We've done it. This looks so much like CD with the scenery. Because it might as well be. We've made it. Pay attention. All the undulating roads. The generic farmland to the side. The traffic. The different coloured road surfaces. Don't know what that was, man. Truck carrying trucks. Yeah, Scania carrying more Scanias. Can we rename it to CD? Well, you have to rename the cities then. Bonk. Okay, that wasn't necessarily your fault. I guess you were trying to slow down. Chain reaction. Got a question? Go for it. Chad, you don't have to say you've got a question first. Like, if you say the question, hopefully I'll see it. You can just ask the question. That's fine. Chem this to Dresden? Is it Chem or Chem? How do they pronounce it? Can you say, no you cannot? Absolutely not. Are you now going to try and overtake them? You are. Oh, that's a very slow overtake. Good luck. We'll go about the city route. People never gave the rework any chance at all. They're not going to make that busy anymore because it's too broad of an area. Like, it's now a highway area. People like one road from one end to the other where you have a lot of people on it. Unless they somehow, that may not have been your fault either, somehow agree to only use one specific section of the revamped area, which they won't. That's why it's not busy. Every single time this one's tried to stop, the one in front has been a bit stuttery, perhaps. If we look from Triple Guy's perspective, so there's this wobble, whatever the hell this was. And then we watch their speed. The brake checking, I feel, is partially due to, like, that bumper's not their fault. Not paying attention. And then everyone else is not paying attention. We did it, Saul. Yeah, we did, yeah. That's why I want to make a kind of video on that to some degree. The generic template of how I accidentally did this, except it wasn't really an accident. I was telling you to do it. To go here. You drove it? Did you like it? Kian, hold on a minute. Wait for them to stop again. A couple days ago. It's nice. It is nice. There we go, a bit of a brake check there, but that's fine. There's distance. Driving a save-edited truck that contains parts from a DLC you don't own bannable. It can be. I don't think it will let you connect because it will sync with your account and say you don't own the DLC. Unless you have that cheaty method where you unlock it or something, which is basically illegal anyway. Wouldn't suggest it. Wagwan Pip, how are we doing? And now they try and overtake, but you didn't need to though. And then the slowdown. But you can see they were slowing down as well. This one has good brakes. Let's put it that way. Good brakes, but really bad stability. And because the other one was in the midst of an overtake anyway, I guess they just weren't paying attention. It's one of those continuous ones where they are in the wrong place every single time something happens. They're too close to each other. Just bumping around each other. If you keep more distance, someone will probably overtake you and then go in your spot, and then they don't like that. They don't like when someone else overtakes them. That's why they try and do it themselves. Hello, big fan. You're leaving early this time. No worries. Have a good evening. Because both are kind of messing around with each other. Some of those were due to people braking in front of them as well. So Frankfurt to Prague. This is towards Prague, I assume. No, this is towards Frankfurt. The new CD road is this. Technically, that's what we're trying to do. Because it looks nice. Right? So if we go along this way, how many more people? Because we've just come from this direction, haven't we? Yeah, there's enough people in every single part. Every couple seconds you see someone. I deem that pretty damn good. Not necessarily traffic jam, you notice. Until you get to this part. Wow, that was incredible timing on my part. No traffic jam, eh? Ooh, now that is a throwback. If I put the camera right there. Wow, that's a flashback. A blocked up fuel station. Oh, man, this takes me back. Damn. Well, actually, well, yeah, it kind of is. I was going to say not really blocked up, but yeah, it kind of is. So this might change eventually, because you know how we expanded the fuel stations a bit? Not too sure what you're doing. and then they spawn in weird places. Some of them sit in the fuel pump for too long. It's just like CD, I know. And then the struggle of them trying to leave. The reason why these ones didn't work too much is because when you have triples trying to leave and enter through both ends, they end up doing a loop-de-loop, and then they cause gridlock. They made CD very boring. Is it because traffic became too smooth? Traffic flowed a bit much. The thing I will say to agree with that is that the replacement fuel stations were too big for the scale of the road. They were a bit too big. There are variations of these fuel stations like in the French DLC where it just goes in this way a little bit more. Not like a huge complex like a motorway service station. We don't need that this time. Surrounded by way too many pine trees. Little bit more space. The head-on collisions. I mean, you could still have that in some areas of the road. It's still possible. If it is a bad excuse, what if they rework to be a highway? Players have to accept Europe looks like that. Yeah, well, I mean, if they, if they improve it again, we'll just find another one. That's exactly what happened to CD. So, oh, they increased the server size. They increased it again. Players. 3071. Is it not still 3,500? I thought it would be. You mean decrease? Because it's been 3,500 for a bit now. Which is why people keep asking, why is it 3,500? Size says it's 3.5. Yeah, that's what I thought. 2.5. I don't think it was 2.5. I think it's 3.5. It was 5k down to 3.5. Maybe you blinked and it changed. 4,500? Cap to 2,000? That might be Sim 2. Are you thinking of Sim 2? Sim 2 is slightly different. This is Sim 1. People parking up here. There are certain places that people have advertised as little parking rest area places, of which, to a degree, there isn't really anywhere you can pull over, is there? Except anywhere on the grass. Then we got the wibbly wobbly bit. Very nice, very nice. Which I kept thinking was at the beginning of the road, but it isn't really. There's still quite a lot more to go. MotoGP, oh, where's that taking place? Now we're heading down this way. Check the intersection. Yeah. We're heading down this way because at the Frankfurt end, there's a bit of a problem apparently. Problem might be an understatement. Yeah, you see, there's a lot more people around here. Yeah. Friendly dots nearby. Now. Here we are. Oh, this is just like the Cali intersection. So, exit closed. Okay, we're doing a bit of moderation. Ooh, when do we have these? The Greek police force have travelled very far to get here. Yeah, that's what I thought at first. No, that looks like Greek. Could be. And you're still this way. Is it? Apparently it's because of the prioritying on this road. People, this one has to yield, but then people end up going and sitting here to yield them the priority, which, which then causes too much of a jam. Something like that. Yeah, admins, yes. Well, one of them is a dev, technically. The few of them are monitoring the situation. Whatever they're doing, I mean, maybe. Exit closed. It's not at the moment. You better block it up. Admin, there was an admin here. Look, we've got to run away. Oh, unless you mean this one. These guys have to continue straight and then go all the way back round. Where is the next, Oh, that's not that far up. It's just up the road. Just penguin. But I can understand how they get a bit confused. If your map is telling you to leave the highway, you have no idea where else to go. You don't know what to do. I get that. Is it allowed? Is what allowed? You apply whenever applications are open, yes. And you missed it because I think June was the last application. time, it wasn't very long by their mods, to try and alleviate traffic on the intersection. Of which... How far back does this... Oh, that doesn't go too far back. Okay. Because people coming down this ramp do technically have to yield, but I guess people haven't been yielding. They've been driving out and something. However, where are the... wasn't there some lights at one of these intersections? Or have they removed those? There were lights somewhere. What road is the tightest without any DLCs? Probably the Alps. Potty, the Alps. Both of these don't require DLCs, which is why they are busy. People go to busy areas that they have access to. That's fine. I was going to say, because someone showed a screenshot of the lights that had the generic board in front of them to try and indicate that they're not in use. And I thought they were at one of these intersections, which is a start, because if they were here, there isn't much point for us to be using them, because the only way you can turn is around the corner. You wouldn't need to yield to that. It's more in Frankfurt. Okay. We're going to have a look at that. The light was useless. So, yeah, because this is the start of the road, and then if you go all the way down this way, all people joining the line, you would go... This way? No, you keep going. This way. Oh, it's this little knot over here. There's a knot. I'm full of people on this part. Mr. Bester, hold on a minute. Here. Here. Yes. These two are probably trying to be like team members. You see how the only way you can go is around the corner, so there's no point in the lights being there. For a city, in a single player, yes, of course, because you have traffic that goes through there. But for us, no. Sign not in use. Oh, I like that, I like that. However, does it tell people, though? Has it actually been deactivated? Are we sure? No! So someone, if they drive through that, they might get a fine. Be aware you might pick up a fine. If you, don't stop. Oh well. Just make sure you don't go through another one, because then your fines will magnify and they'll add up. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Are you actually... Well, what are you trying to do? There's a reason they go as blue and white as well. Very specific. To try and be an admin, you know? I don't know where the purple one just went. Busy. Busy. So that's what we've done. And then here we are in Frankfurt again. Busy, busy. This has been over the past really not very long, because the replacement when CD got swapped was kind of April-ish. I don't know when the official one, I think it was mid-May when the update was supported to officially swap the road out. Since end of April, we've been suggesting places for people to go. That's why the Alps was busy first. I don't know when I first started saying about FP though. I'd have to look back through the videos on that. Another car train. You can't find many people on there. What's the ticket price of one of those? Any trains? No, we don't have those enabled, sadly. It would be nice, but no, we don't. Anywhere that has trams, trains, they're not enabled. Because the trains on the actual train tracks that you cross over, yes, some of them. You'd be doing another road. No, I jokingly said that. In one of the videos, I jokingly said, now that we've done it, hey, let's just pick somewhere else and just mess it up again. This is busy. We'll keep this busy for a while, because people like this one. Then we'll think about somewhere else. There are many other potentials. It isn't a weekly thing. It's not like, okay, chat, next week we're going to go to this place, and then this place. No, it doesn't matter. It don't matter where we go. The train's crossing, as long as it's like fully synced and good. I don't know what they're parking on the tram tracks. Interesting. And here we are, we're still here. Frankfurt. Tram sim. There is another tram sim coming out apparently that looks pretty good, pretty well made. Thing's called the tram, just like how you have the bus. There was something I was going to say before I said that, and I forgot what it was. I've already lost it. It's gone. So here's... Oh, okay, you have stopped here. Are you still there? No, you've moved. White coach? Maybe this guy? Don't know. Don't know what that was. Another one? Alps. Okay, okay, so we're going back and forth. Alps. Are they fast or slow? They can be fairly quick, right? I don't know about their acceleration. I guess they can be. They can move out the way. Should give the rework a chance. People have, because they've been exploring it. But, you won't have a crowd that large in every area, because then there'll be... You know, they'll still formulate towards one part of it. Remember that. Keep that overtake in mind. Hello, Power, big fan. Matt was being an ATC. Ah, I would like to hear that. That's interesting. Sort of guiding who can go and who cannot. Is this the same? No, it's not the same, because it was already banned, wasn't it? Close the exit. They're trying to manage traffic. I don't know. That's not blocking. That's called waiting your turn. That's that, and this person's in the way, so of course that's what that's called. Because you're just going back and forth, aren't you? Oh, and that's why they were sitting there. Right. Right. Peugeot, yeah, you see how this one is sitting? This one that drove out was sitting there? Now, what I want to look at is the one that overtook. There's a blue coach trying to do it as well. This one. Because he thinks he's too slow. Ooh, hang on. Surely you can see that though, right? You can see that. It was fine as it is. It was fine. There's also a new engine in there. I like how they were trying to... Okay, Suspect was also trying to block the others, which I understand as to why you then went for that overtake. Why would you try and stop the cars from doing what they're doing? Let them do the silly and then get banned for doing the silly. That's the motto here. Just let them do the silly. It's clearly a bannable silly, you know. Let them do the silly. Is this the one that... Oh, this is the same one. How many did they have to... Oh, no, it was the two that we saw at the start. Was it the two? I don't know about two. One? Two? Yeah, it was. Oh, that makes perfect sense then. Because I made a huh face when seeing this guy. It feels like he's in a monster truck, cut straight across the terrain. Look at him go. Definitely done that before. You've done that before. And it was here. Yeah, I don't really know why you swung out like that. Maybe to overcorrect yourself after the turn, perhaps? Who knows? Yeah, he's definitely impatient. Definitely impatient. And that's what made him stop. Tango Whiskey India November Golf. Twingo, I like that. You have permission to taxi to runway 27 left. Very nice. Tuesday, innit? Good day, bang. How was the gaming sesh today? How was it? Is Mecha okay now? That's fine, because you were back on the modded maps. I uninstalled the modded map. For now. Haven't played the game since, so hope you're well. Most bans in a single report. 7, maybe? I still refer back to, there was an instance, I don't know how long ago, I don't know why I remember it. A group of cars, all the same colour cars, that kind of thing. They were driving out of a tunnel on the wrong side of the road, thinking they were in the UK. Not thinking, they were pretending, you know, so then all of them got banned for it. Nice. Echo. Mecha Chameleon, the game where you have to disguise yourself with the scenery, had a bit of a boo-boo when one of the maps uploaded to the workshop contained malware, and it scared everyone. Rightfully so. To be scared by that. Luckily not many people downloaded it. If it affected one of the larger maps, then ooh, then that's scary. Where's this? This is the Alps. There are 2 busy places. Everything seems fine. Good. I might return to it. Here comes another one. Hey, crashing up the hill. Good job. I mean, yeah, good way to avoid the collision, I guess. The Alps Road, yeah. Saying the game was malware. No, the thing that added on to it was the fact that someone in the team on the Discord server had their account compromised as well. So it was as if the entire server and the game were, you know, yeah, the dev. So they had to reinsure you that it wasn't the game itself, it was that map and one person. But yeah, I can understand, at least not freaking out like an uncontrollable person, but being a little bit concerned, and I'm sure lots of people went, well, you know what, I'm not going to play the game for a bit. I'm just not touching it. I'm sure many were like that. No, Bang has never played this. Bang has played Star Trucker, though. I don't think he liked it. I remember briefly seeing him play. I don't think he liked it. I don't know if their coach is going to move. He might just be sitting there. Picnic with the people on board, eh? CD Road. No, CD Road has been changed. It's now a highway. So now you have the run we just saw, which is called the Alps, and a new one, which is near here, that we're also trying to make busy as well. Our attempt? I did see, yes. Is it working, though? Because there's still a jam. There's still somewhat of a jam. Reckless, very reckless. Pocket spoon. You just spawned it in. We rearranged it. Yes, I'm aware. You were blocking off the ramp, telling people to go straight on and so on. Something like that. So they had to go to the next one, turn around, come all the way back down again. Yeah. There is another instance relating to this road that I've seen pop up on my TikTok feed. I'd need to go back and have a look at them. People have even done it in my comment section. They turned from the outside lane. Yeah, at least they yielded a bit. People using AI-generated slop banners like people advertise their restaurants with to advertise the road. Please don't do that. It looks stupid. Just draw it on paint or screenshot the map and be like, here, go here. Set a waypoint at the start and the end, and then there you go. People know what you're talking about. Don't make a fancy banner. Way too much text going on. Stupid. Back in the Alps. We're going literally back and forth it. Farming Sim, don't know about that. I have it installed. Because I did a little bit that I'm still working on that shortfall. Calais, yes, I believe it still does. I don't think Calais needs it now. It doesn't have as much of the roadworks that it used to. At least the city does. The intersection doesn't. With or which? 25. Obviously. Let me ask ChatGPT? No. Scan the social medias. Tell me where the truck meets up. That's what you'd ask. Yeah, the thing that I've been somewhat okay with is like you have generative AI, which is what the Suno crap is, and the artwork and all that sort of stuff. Then you have the more sort of, I'll call it assistant type AI, where like to a degree you're asking ChatGPT a question. Or, how do I troubleshoot this? Within reason, I suppose so, because it can sort of collect information, I guess, that's already there. If you're doing research on something though, maybe check where it's got the research from. Or if you're asking it a question to try something, see if it makes sense. you know. Yeah, if I ban this car, I have to, in this case, I'm taking it from the whole gameplay recording, so I find where that timestamp is, which is why it's lined up with the hour, trim that little bit out, and then upload that. It would be nice if it was automated, like the thing was captured for me. I'd be banning people all the time. If it thinks a car advert is a good price, and what does it say? I get why you think that. Yeah, that's a great point. Here's why it might be. All that waffle that it says. You can supposedly train it by adding in a bunch of instructions to say, like, how you want it to speak to you. Nice. Which, yeah, I guess. Like, be as blunt as possible. Answer in very basic sentences, that sort of thing. Boom, there we go. Didn't even think about braking. Might have considered it at some point. Good job. Kill, yeah, take out. Red on red. Yeah, most of it takes is from Reddit. So if you answer questions or something, in a way that's kind of smart, because a lot of people would go to Reddit to ask a question. You know, the infamous, you have a problem in the modern era and someone 10 years ago has had the same problem, and every response to that problem has been deleted. So you won't know, but you know, that's what it gets trained on. Those are really annoying. The exact thread that you want, there's no answers to it. We're back. This is at one of the many train crossings. I don't know which number this is. This might be number 3. Because there is another one. No, this is number 2. 2? 3? These two, yes. So this is number 3. Going the other way. I see. William! Slop! William! Get out. Stupid. 5k? Yeah, is that 5k for each person? Or 5k split around 5 people so they get 1k each? Why not just give me the money? I'll take it. Not gonna message you though. Gonna put it's to do with religion, probably. That's what they usually do it around. That's what they say peace. Isn't that against the Bible's teachings to some degree, to be scamming? It's the second train line crossing. I think someone said those two don't have trains that go on them. The first one does. I don't know if that. I haven't sat there long enough to see if that's the case. Nice. Or religion's main point. That's a whole other thing to go into. You got to be careful when you are describing some of it. Personally, I'm not religious, so. Not that I've ever needed to have a heated discussion with someone regarding what applies to me and what doesn't, but of course it doesn't apply to me. Because, you know. I see a few videos pop up to do with that. Someone says, oh, you can't do this because it's against my religion. And you think, your religion? I can do it. It's because I'm not in a religion. Busiest road now, I think, is still the Alps. It's still considered the Alps. We don't have an official counter for the Frankfurt to Prague road. Yet. If you combine that and you count how many people you might have seen, especially at the intersection end, it might be number 1. Not like 2 weeks. It would be nice if it was 2 weeks. This is a habit. It's been this for a while. Amsterdam. Interesting. Got hiccups. That was a funny. Hold on. Oh, okay, now they're down. Did you see the lights were already down and the gates were sinking in place? That's a good one. Is this blocking that? No. Maybe it was. To them. It's officially something, yes. Haven't played in half a year. Okay, so within that half a year, you've had the CD road change into a highway, you've had the Alps, and now you've got F2P. Hold your breath until you pass out, then they'll disappear. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's bad. Don't do that. Already know collision? I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I saw a... Ooh, there was a speed hacker on it last week. The busy place will attract those people as well. It's for their video content. They make really silly videos out of it. So, thankfully, most people have the tow to road feature, or loading a previous save, which can help. Hello, Biohazard. Welcome in. This is Innsbruck. Bump into someone else? Okay. Pushed around. Toe to row. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. There we go. You're now neatly moved around. Oh. How convenient. Yeah, F1 is like the God mode thing, but you have to remember to do that. A lot of people don't know about that. Frankfurt to Prague, yes. When we say FP, it's Frankfurt to Prague. IK Alps means Innsbruck to Klagenfurt. It's just a pain saying the full name every single time. You see their wheel is fully to the right. Big ol' push. Basically, push them out of their own lane when they were in front of you, and then you're preventing them from merging back into their lane. You spam it in chat, yeah. Sadly, by the time you need to do that, it's usually too late. Like, there've already been several victims already. Sadly, and most people will just be spamming that there is a hacker instead of like what to do about it. So... Due to exams, you removed it. A month later, the CD's gone. Yes. In my big video, which is still doing well, I think we're nearly at 250k, which is insane numbers for me. It's 2 spaces. What do you mean? There's a limit of how many letters it will send. LOL. Yeah, forgotten what I was going to say. Hello, Uncle. What and where? What are you about? I'll do. Skip. Just it got impatient. Maybe they were doing the equivalent of, right, that's it, and then they just went for it. What was I going to say? Yeah, it got revamped. You were talking about when you joined and everything got replaced. Yeah, in that video, which did really well, in the pinned comment on that video was like, as of the 16th of May or something like that, the update was released. And that was officially it for like the city road. This guy over here. Did you make that? Is that your entry? No, Alps. I'm learning it. There's no actual rest area except the fuel station on the Alps. This has to be 1 times as well, so thank you for that. On 168. You mean 11568 or 567? Because that one's yellow. You said it. No. The trend is dead. We can say the number again. It's fine. 11168 isn't even on the list. That's different. This is how trends transfer into the next years. If you keep saying, "Who said it? You said it." Shut up. Be quiet. Stop giving attention. It has never been the funny number. Ari, welcome in. How you doing? It's stupid. Shut up. 69 is always better. It's funny. Counting from 1 to 10, you'll end up saying those 2 numbers in order. Just don't give it attention. Best engine sound. I'm used to the Scania. This previous gen, old Scania, has one of the best sounding ones because it's very growly. It sounds very nice. Nice parking spot. Not over yet. Emian sounds nice. It's a bit beefy, a bit bassy. It's prime. Just noticed that. We're down the road from the parking spot. Can't count to 10. You stuck on 1 or something? Technically, that's not in the way. Why'd you leave it, though? What's that? Expects us to be able to count to 10. I thought this was, you know, never mind. This was the bare minimum. Apparently not. Moogle, welcome in. Enleet. Marcus, welcome in. Appreciate the follows. That was, well, what really was that? Not really. Is their trailer still in view? They dumped it here. No, that's fine. I mean, nothing is using this bay, so that's fine. Can ride but not count to 10, exactly. Well, I mean, there are some that do that. If English is not your first language, you'd be able to have somewhat of a conversation in English, but then when you need to count, you'll go back to whatever your language is. Look, this isn't even busy anymore. It's working. This had so many people all the way around here, all, you know, even this is drying up. Yeah. It's having an impact, because they're all over there instead. Impressive. Hello, Phil. Translate it back, exactly. Maybe if it's someone they're talking to, they might just count on their fingers as well, so you can kind of get an idea. You can guess what number they're on, right? Why is it Loki dead? It's pro mods. It has less people on it, regardless of what the situation is. Maybe more people have decided to come back to Sim 1. Don't know what those two were doing around that building. Because, you know, yesterday, I think, or at least over the weekend, there were like a full service worth. 1 to 10 you can do English, 11 to 16 you go German. 17 to 70 English again, then mixed. Interesting. And in those that speak French, where you have the 40, 20 plus 10 sort of thing, that strange combo for the number 80 or number 90, wonder if they'd find it easier to say that in English. Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to put the camera here, I'm going to be away for a bit, and you can enjoy the on-screen minigame thing, which only Twitch can do. Hello, Sarah, welcome in. Sadly, only Twitch can do that. Is there any event? There are several events. A major event, I've no idea. There are several convoys that take place. There is also a community convoy thing that has been posted about that I haven't linked to yet. That'll be sometime in September. Just like we did last time. Hello, Cargo, big fan. This should have a... Well, it doesn't have a fuel icon either. But if you know of it, you can park on it. So it's totally fine. A month ban. Appeal it. Regardless of what caused it. Look at how empty it is. Alright, go me. What happened to it? Where is it? What is that? Scheduled maintenance? Oh no. Well, never mind. Alright. Got the AC on now. How are we? Every stream is special. Try to be. Yeah, I don't know why that didn't work. That's a shame. Oh well. Anyway, moving on. The sky in-game looks like it's going to rain. Benelux. Middle left. That's me. Fun fact, for so long it never used to actually be in the middle left. It used to be up a little bit more. I don't really know why. Zidiv, welcome in. Yeah, that was a problem. That bridge is nice. Fuel station I don't have. Typical ramp I don't have. Got everything else, just not that one ramp. You want to stay with your friend, don't you? Kicked hundreds of times. Turn it off then. Oh, there we go. Now you're just bullying each other. Turn the rain off. It's nice when it's there, but you know, if it causes that many problems, just turn it off. And it's funny because you're limited to speed. You both slow down. That's funny. How would you do that? See it or see together? No, I'm not going to look at your ban. Use your appeal. This is what I mean. When people get so long of a ban and they don't know what to do, they do anything else except appeal it. You know, you've just basically cancelled it out because you've now bumped into each other, so now you're both either, like, bannable or you might as well just not bother because you've just done it to each other. Being silly. Nice town down there. And there before, for being there before. Oh, we're in Calais. Look at that. I haven't looked at Calais today. You said it. So what? Yeah, rain is nice. Just turn the rain off. You'll be fine without it. Yeah, the number. Yeah, I suppose so. Fair enough. You need to go back that side, don't you? How are you going to do it? I should ban the suspect, yeah. For now on, that number is banned. Star, you disgust me. How dare you? Don't give the number so much attention. It's just a number. Is that where it ends? Pretty much. Again, seeing that in real time, because so many people did that at CD's peak, you just kick them. Before they fully push in, you're lucky that the traffic has stopped, so you haven't really harmed the person near you yet. This is exactly what I was talking about. There's a loop. The loop is what I was talking about. That's why in the past the fuel stations were swapped out. Sometimes they get let out, sometimes they don't. In the midst of doing that, there's a loop. Good job. Some people go through the fuel station and not fuel up. Yes, except the last word. Some people go through the fuel station without stopping as if you get bonus points. Like there's an extra scoreboard or something. Hacking reports? Yeah, I might have to have a look at those. You can use free cam, yes, anyone can use free cam. The thing is with players though, you only get a certain radius around yourself that you can see. I can fly anywhere I want with it. You only get a certain radius around you. Which is fine. You don't need to look at what's going on in another city, you just go to that city. Where's the road? Frankfurt to Prague. That's what this road is. On the console, yes. By changing those two things that you mentioned, that Pity mentioned, you open up the console anyway. And in turn, you also unlock the free camp. So it's kind of a 2-in-1. Can someone type it out to Revolution? Frankfurt to Prague is this road. This is heading towards Frankfurt. 20 days left on your ban. Please don't get another one. Because that's going to suck. Oh, is it even locked? Well, it's more of one of those... Ooh. It's one of those dev features. What was that? It's one of those weird dev features where it's not enabled by default because you can see a lot of things you wouldn't be able to see. And the map starts breaking if you fly too far away. Yeah, I just wanted to watch that happen there in real time. Interesting. What was this, though? I have a feeling something went wrong with your steering method because you just suddenly went that way. There. Or did you just turn too early? You caused a massive... That's the problem. Several dead. Yeah. Yeah. Millions of pounds of damage because I don't know how much those excavators cost. Quite expensive. A yacht that might have some damage on it. Kind of want it, but I kind of, you know... It's over, yeah. It's cancelled. It's dead. A tragedy like that. That's what it looks like, anyway. Suddenly going fine, and then you just steer a bit too far to the right, and then... kind of slowed down a bit late as well. But then this one... You shouldn't be going that quick with a heavy load like that. I think most would have slowed down afterwards. Here, what are you doing? This is more of an intent. There was an intent there. Yeah, like it's already, they're already doing something before this big crash. Good job. We see the last 2 minutes. Yeah, when you press the report button after selecting on the little prompt thing on your screen, 2 minutes before that is what we get. So don't spend another 2 minutes reporting them, otherwise we won't see it. Usually that's more than enough, because it happens within the last 30 seconds. Easy. Easy. Anyone else? Don't think so. I do feel like I should give benefit of the doubt to the suspect there. More, but is this the queue at the Frankfurt end? Yes, I think it is. No, this is midway along. No, this is... No. No, this is... Okay. Maybe this is after that crash. Maybe they just didn't move. Yellow supposedly means hacking. But are they actually hacking? Exactly 2 minutes. On the Alps. But if it says hacking and then other stuff, it usually means they're not hacking. Someone's just spammed a bunch of random reasons on it and it just went with that. Not be satisfied until you see an 8x4 getting banned. Have we had one so far? Report button. In your player list, next to every player's name, there's a little white, well in my case it's white, I don't know what the standard color is, there's a flag. I think it's a white flag. There's a white flag next to every name. And then next to the history button as well. If you selected the actual player themselves, press it next to their name, otherwise press the main one. The acceleration in these can be pretty good. Like we're talking, you know, 770 now. Maybe 780 if they put the Volvo in it. Second time it went wrong. You think you'd learn from that, right? But no, I guess not. Love the content, thank you, Bob. Big fan. That maybe. That's just short distance to get up to 50. I don't know. This is the Alps, yes. Heading away from it. But okay, so think of a 5 stream stick. But then again, if you think of it, 50's not that bad. Not that fast. But it's such a short distance. If you say rec ban and then the number, no, that won't actually make a report, no. If it did, oh my god, we'd have so many spammy, useless reports. Whoa! Third time. Again, they're just saying pardon, sorry, very, very sorry. It's worked before. That's why they say that. Yeah, the driver, the other one's dead. It clearly worked before, and the person didn't report them or something, or they didn't get banned for it, so then just try it again. Oh, sorry, my bad. Whoops. Whoopsies. What are they going to do? Blame the rain or something as well? Yeah. Can I check if you got banned? No, you can check that. We're back. We're back again. Blocking, they just spawned in. That could be it. You can check if you are banned by checking your own profile. That's how that works. I think this one spawned in, but because so many people are nearby, it took their game a while to do it. Still there, you see. And all I have to do for that is, oh, look at that colour driving by, is just... Clearly your game doesn't like it, so go to service. Default colour, by the way, that is what that colour paint job is. It's very interesting. Look at how many there are. So yeah, conclusion is we've done it, I think. We've done it. This road is now busy enough where, nice, a lot of people are actually paying attention. There's still more, because there's still people on the Alps road, so all in due time maybe they'll join us as well, who knows. That coach is waiting a while to leave. What road? Frankfurt to Prague. There's no like custom nickname for this road, you just have to say it like CD Road. CD Road is quicker to say FP. FUP. Yeah, a week ago there wasn't too many, which is why the short that I should have put out today, which I forgot to actually schedule, it had an okay amount of people, like it was starting, and then now, 1 week later, it's full. PF? But F comes first. Usually you say the one that comes first in the alphabet, right? Which works for the other two. Feel like a friends? I think you've bonded in a certain way, yeah, you just need to get over the sort of slight conversation barrier, perhaps? Yeah. For those joining in, Frankfurt to Prague. Here we are again. Frankfurt to Prague is where this is. Would you rather the Alps or the Frankfurt to Prague? Oh, I'm not the one driving on it. I've driven on both in the past. I think more people have said more nice things about this one. They said nice things about the Alps. Podge. Oh, because it's DJ. People DJ. 85 months, Diesel? That's a hell of a long time. People DJ, it's like Pipodge. Yeah, good hit, by the way. Welcome back, hope you're well. You paid real money. The devs, I believe, do. The game devs do. The rest are volunteers. Yeah, the Alps was nice. Maybe you have rain turned on. The Alps was nice because of the scenery there, but then I think a lot of people immediately came to the conclusion of it's too laggy, because if you look at the main bend going up to the restaurant, way too many people in the nearby area. Here, it's all straight-ish, so they're less bunched up. And people liked going at 110 regardless on the CD road, so I'm sure they'll do the same here. Floor it until you have to stop. And even then, they don't. Like here, little bendies, you know? We're not being paid. I make content around the game. I don't mind that. I joined knowing it was a volunteer thing anyway. I wanted to help out. It's fun to ban people. If you didn't have anyone to ban anyone, it would be hell. They make gay roads. Hey, a road can be whatever it wants to be, you know? If you feel that way, then that is what you are. Are you a straight road or a gay road? Yeah? Maybe you're a road sexual. Who knows? Will you get punished for reporting yourself? No, though it might be a little bit of a waste of time. It's like prank calling the police. Doesn't really do anything. However, if something else is happening nearby to you, then it could be of use. Probably banned you, but understandable. Thank you for understanding. Maybe it was me, who knows? If it was today, it might have been me. So, this. The Alps are a gay road, okay. But we're not going to be using, as a descriptive word, sure, but not as like an insult word. Because it isn't an insult. Swarry? I'm thwarry, bro. I'm going to Gamescom. I was thinking about it. I thought, nah. All these events I just need to save money for. Every time I go there and then I you know, it's like I'm starting from scratch when I come back. So short. It isn't really. It's not really. You need to drive the length of it and then compare it to City Road's length. I went to one Insomnia in like 2019. One. I've been to 2 TwitchCons. That's it. One in the US, one in Europe. Next year's one, maybe, that's in Berlin, that'll be very nice. We're looking on FP, yeah. Like, even if that was caused by rain, you still, you know, don't have the rain on. Whatever caused that, don't have it on. Do it once. It's more of a general gaming thing. It's TwitchCon, but for everything else. And the thing that will suck for me not going there is SES will be there. Apparently, they usually go to Gamescom, and they bring the whole rig thing. So if you're going there, try out their little rig. The exit, they're trying to redirect traffic because people like to bunch up at that end. Apparently, they might be sorting out what to do with it fully. Keybinds. I do have keybinds for the reasons, not with the little squiggly number and the number next to it. That's a different macro I have. Initially, it's just the text. Is this new? 7 days you didn't mean to crash. Ah. Well, I appreciate that. Iceland preview. Oh yeah, I'm sure they'll be showing off new stuff. The thing I want to see is people that haven't played this game yet trying it out. See how good they are at driving, sort of thing. Because you've got like a truck wheel, moving seat, all that sort of stuff. Stop driving in the middle of the road! Ah, because it went downhill. That doesn't count as downhill. How do you become mod? You would apply. But at the moment you cannot. It's your birthday today? Happy birthday! Hope you've enjoyed yourself. Phil's birthday, man. See, we're back. How many have we had today? I don't know. More than last time, that's for sure. How are you teleporting? That's not me driving. Okay, so you'd be wondering how I'm teleporting around. You've also noticed that every single time I've teleported, my vehicle has changed. My location has changed. It's pretty trippy, huh? No, I'm spectating people that have been reported for doing bad things. It was your mistake. You must be hacking. I am, yes. How you doing? Yeah, I don't know how many we did last time. I think there was 2 or 3 in the last admin stream, and that was when the road was pretty tame. Now, like over the weekend, it just blew up. So now there's loads more. You know? That was weird. That was a bit weird. Sal, welcome in. Alpha, welcome in. Perman, yeah, Perman me. Nyong, nyong. Nyong, 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 all these vehicles. All the people doing the bus routes, they better be doing the actual route, like with people on board. How's this blocking that? Ye old England. Now you want to move and live in Switzerland. You want to drive in a DAF in real life in Switzerland as well? The roads there are really nice. The mountains. I know we have a few. We have a lot of hills. We don't have some beautiful mountains like that. Does anyone here been on? There's a scenic tourist train that goes around, I think, the Swiss Alps part. Be cool to go on that one day. It costs a lot though. You live in Switzerland. How is it? For someone living there though, you'd be used to it. That's the thing. You've been on it. It looks really nice. That bump, just to recap, was... Ooh. Skinny boy. Any specs? Oh, yes. At least the main specs I planned out. I want some good stuff. Bit expensive, but you like it? Well, I hope you can still sustain yourself on that. It's like 60 tons. You put up a decent amount of speed, you can. This one just didn't stop. Look at the brakes. Nah, the only slowing down was by bumping into other people. Ooh, nice. Appropriate. I still don't have a macro for inappropriate language, but I do have for the rest of it. Need to add that. Nice. More people should drive the Kirkenes Quarry. The thing is, the reason why it's not as busy is because it's on Pro Mods. You need most DLCs for that. You need your map DLCs. So not everyone can and will buy them. Are there really not that many people there now? It's not as busy? They've all discovered it, you know? Or they are driving around the rest of the Pro Mods map. I really recommend driving the rest of the Pro Mods map. That's what I suggest. Because it's really good. It just blew up. Well, kind of randomly, it's like that's what happens when word of mouth does a good job. So like I've been suggesting people go there, but then other people have. Apparently Kaçak, largest or one of the largest Turkish creators of this game, he's been talking about it, someone said. That's what happens. People ask where it is, and they go there, and then more go there, and then more go there, and there we are. Busy. All me. I'm going to be the egotistical person and take credit for it. This is near the Alps. LOL. Splat. TMP or single player? You can play it on single player. It's a single player thing. Pro Mods is also on single player. Thing is, if you are to set it up though, you need to put the mods in the right order. For TMP, you don't need to worry about the order. They were only blocking this person from about here onwards. Which is what, 20 seconds? Unless... No, they're not still there. If they were still there, then maybe. Anyway, to get my config file, I'm pretty sure it's default. What do you think about Ghosty? It's a cheat. That's what I think about it. If you like the game, don't use it. People that use it don't like the game. They don't want to play the game properly. Very easy. Welcome in. Would you explore? I have played it on single player. Years and years ago, I used to have a little single player series of driving around on Pro Mods. Since then, though, I've been playing it on TMP. But I haven't played it on it in a while. It has been a bit of time. Okay. That's one. This is number 2. Attempt number 2. That's your report. Someone's in a bit of a rush, are we? Anyone on board? No, good. Suction Needle DLCs, that is a downside if you don't currently have all of them, especially if there's no sale as well, that's true. Once you have it, very nice. Iceland. Yeah. I had a truck that had a lot of purple lights on it at some point, that's probably just Twitch colours. And I also had the Happy Snowman paint job, I remember that. And I think around about that time, for some reason, one of the sounds was a fart sound for something else, and I believe at the end of every stream, Silver used to do it, used to redeem it. Yeah, you can use those sites if you want. They're already bought and discounted keys. You don't have to. When there's a sale, everything except the newest DLC is on a pretty good discount, so I'd suggest using it. Oh, we're going to see a lot of coaches. Whenever a new truck comes out, everyone tries that out. And you've already got a lot of coaches on this one, so you have a lot of different coaches, which is nice. I do sleep while standing, yes. So that's a recap of that, and then this one is not reading the room. Like, that one slowed down very quickly, I get that, but you can see the dots. Huh? Yeah, there is only one at the moment. It is only this one. The DLC's not out yet. This isn't part of the DLC. Why do you listen to what's standing? It's efficient. I don't know. Nice. Why not? How do you find people to explore? There aren't many people around everywhere. Base pro mods might have some places. The quarry, Kirkenes Quarry, top of Norway, will have the most people on the pro mod server. Outside of that, I don't know. Car DLC? People don't really do road trips as much as they would across the US. That's why you're getting cars in the US. It would be nice though, yeah. Which route? Technically this route. I'm assuming the Alps still has the most people, though it is very close. You have almost a tie between the Alps and Frankfurt to Prague. Recommend trying both. People in ghost mode, it's because when they spawn in, you technically have about 30 seconds to supposedly get out of the way. You're meant to get out of the way, not continue driving. But when it ends and you're within someone's hitbox, nothing happens yet. It's only when you leave that person's hitbox, then they might damage each other. Yeah, they need to work with Skoda. But the thing is, Skoda is popular because of the TMP bit. It's not popular because of the game having it. Even though there is an industry in Prague, the Scout thing. That would be funny though. Surely the one of the first cars should be the Skoda. Yeah? Skoda. That would be nice. $200 to 400 people? Yeah. We need to have a counter for the actual Frankfurt to Prague segment, but we don't yet. Whoa, lot of lights. And it went wrong, well done. A lot of lights on this guy as well. Blinded by the lights. Potentially. In a plane. Yes. They do GTA at some point. There's a new heist, but it's not like I've done all of the previous heists before then. Were you overtaking? You've probably taken the corner a bit tight around there as well. Monster! Speed limit 70! Given half the chance, they would go way more than 70. Yeah, the cities have more. I have a feeling with that traffic jam, it would have more. TMP didn't remove CD. Kelly Duisburg, no. The map area changed to be real, because CD wasn't real. And then the road that we knew for a long time had changed as well. So it wasn't us doing it. Server tab, it says there's 200 people on the pro mods. On a traffic map, altogether there are only 50 or so. On the server? Or you mean in my case? I'm on a different server to the pro mod server. It's per server. If you're in the busiest place, like here, you go outside of here, you won't see many. They really, really like to gather where there's more people. Because it's more fun. SES mentioned it. Ooh, potentially. Maybe, maybe. Whose trailer is this? Yours. Why have you left it there? Dodgy place to park. Oh, you try and turn left? Bad idea. I'll do blocking. Because maybe they were trying to turn around and go back in. To pick it up. What updates? No. Not that I've been reading on the Reddit. I also have edited video from the same place. Basically, to sum up that one, the ability for the rigid bodies and whatever they're called were found in the files. It's to the benefit of the coaches, because the coaches are one fixed vehicle. So that's why it's specifically in ETS2. But of course, someone demoed it by making rigid trailers work. And that's why the initial understanding was that they are potentially working on rigid trailers. Which they might be, now the tech is there, but it's initially for the coaches first. Like, I wouldn't know that unless someone explained it. And they did. On the TMP website, when you count the map, have you counted every single person on the map? Why would you do that? There's a lot of people. Some of them are at the busy place, but then the Promos map is huge. They will be everywhere. Yeah, I'm sure it will come to TMP. There'll be a vehicle you can use. This is the Snowy Moon mod, yes. You know what you really, Shroy? You know what you really should have done? I know it's the wrong thing to do, but they probably would have had more of a benefit of going all the way down the end and then coming all the way back. This U-turning didn't work, clearly. Where are you now? Still here. Gonna do it again? Where it says the city. Have you counted every single one? Because the busiest place might have, but the entire server might be different. There we go, they disappeared. Let me have a look, because I still had the tab open, didn't I? Oh, that's bright. Promods. 44 people on the road, 43, and then if you view all of it, it will probably all eventually add up. Unless they're not tracked below a certain amount. They might not be in the cities. If you're not in the city, you're not classified as being there. Which I guess makes sense. Hello, Jake. Welcome in. Like on this server, I'm not going to count where every single person is. At least. Well, I mean, they're getting close to it. So far, you have the Turkey DLC, which is technically going into the sort of Asian section of Turkey. Back again. How many is this now? I think 4 or 5 are on now. Impressive. Oh no, you were doing that on purpose. Okay. I thought maybe, you know, stability had gone wrong, but no, you tried to be a stunt boy and it didn't work. And we're definitely going to try it again, because we don't learn, do we? Yep. Oh, you're cheating as well. Well, hold on a minute there. Well, that explains how you get up to speed so well, huh? Impressive. That was close. Some of them would only really use it just to get the initial boost. The rest of it would be vanilla. 5,000 horsepower, yeah. Think of joining Mine Train? Big fan. Tomorrow, yeah. Tomorrow I do kind of want to do some ATS. I want to catch up on ATS. Anything else? Gonna do a bit here. Wobbly boy. Yeah? Not ATS. No, what do you mean? Random places? I don't know where. I haven't decided. It's so wobbly. Would they be around this area? Trying to look for... Look at everyone going the other way. My god, we've got so many admins. It's like relogs. It's actually taking place. Not that one. Yeah, the problem there, I don't know what their name is, so I don't know where they would be. I don't know where they went. Unless they turned around and went back, who knows? For real, I don't know. Penguin, now what have you done, man? He's on fire. And that's, I'm assuming, after you put the fire out, right? For what? To prevent the traffic from building up. And a problem here. Because the yielding is strange or something. The two lines of traffic shouldn't really overlap. So they might put a slightly different intersection in place. Right. Given that I didn't find the person, I'm pretty sure that acceleration was a bit sus. Frankfurt to Prague, yes. Street light is in a different place. That's nearer the city. The first thing they did, the free ones, yeah. The first thing they did was tip here, because he went wrong. And splat straight in front of that guy. Good job. I'm very impressed that that actually doesn't classify as a collision. Because the other one had really good brakes. No, Arizona came for free. And then Nevada came with shortly after California anyway. This is what was sus. Maybe not this bit. Just to get that way. From 0. There. You see what I mean with the person I saw earlier that got up to 50 in a very short space of time? It's a bit sus. One they equal to perm. Perm's a bit too much for some of those. 3 months is still a very long time. If someone gets banned again, they can just get another 3-month ban. They'll soon find out that it's a very long time. Just a bit sus. That's what it seems like, a bit sus, because they've only done it once. Yeah. I'll still do that. For now, I'll do one of them, and then if I change my mind, I'll sort it out. Graphics. ATS, yeah. ATS graphics are fine. Some people say ATS one's better than ETS. Because, well, the map is a little bit smaller. It's like the game plays better. What a beautiful fall, I know. That was pretty well done. If it was empty. They probably edited it, because you notice how the wheels are the small wheels, so it looks like it's lower, and therefore it's cool, because we love low wheels. Yeah. Stunt boy in the making. Hello, Annie. Running at the end. What are you doing? What's going on? Yeah, it's essentially the same sort of game. The sister game to ETS. This is what it looks like. Lightning McQueen, that one. Lighting improvements v2, yes. If you do the command Snowy Moan, it should list the name of it as well as the link. Hello, Matthew. Welcome in. Hello, Sam's, big fan. Sam's, you the channel, you did a video on Frankfurt Prague, did you? I swear I've seen your video before. Sam Sims, the name is familiar. What about McQueen? That's probably what he wanted to do. Like, someone's done a sort of gameplay video talking about that sort of area. Might be you. Hello, Velu, doing well? How you doing? Good day. Done two, then it is you. You're the one I'm thinking of. Because on the chat thing I'm using, I can't see your picture. If you had a recognizable picture, that would be like, oh, it's you. I think I can enable seeing pictures, but that would spam the chat. I don't need to see them. Now you can do another one, because it's even busier. That is just instinctive swerving because they couldn't brake in time. I don't know if that person's with them. Yeah. Read it perfectly. Because there is a music producer by the name of Mefjus who's spelled exactly the same as you, except the second U is an S. So M-E-F-J-U-S. It's pronounced Mefjus. So I'm like, oh, hello, Mefju. Without the, you know, genius. Already cooking? Good. I have a lot of shorts still to do from this road as well. Good evening, Jono. Late cause sleeping. Napping, yeah? The route is nice. So far today, we've had... most of them have been, as you can see here, back and forth. So you've got one FP, one Alps, one FP, one Alps. I've had a look at the roadwork changes. This will be turned into a video as well at some point. Kind of like how... what live stream... IRL channels do now is they take like a snippet from the stream, they don't edit it too much and they just upload that. I like to cut out some of the fluff, and then that's basically what mine are. They're essentially stream segments. Put you in a video for no reason? No. Technically speaking, I think by now I've already got enough footage for it. So this half of the VOD may not even be there. Napping. Or like sleeping the whole day. Because you're a nocturnal person, huh? You saw me, which one are you? Cut me in for no reason. You know what I should do for engagement purposes? Is screenshot that comment and then have it during the outro. Just on the outro scene. That's it. Comment of the day kind of thing. 2 PM you went to sleep? Oh. But like sleep. That wasn't your fault, that was the car's fault. Where are you going? I don't know where you're going. And then of course, yeah, they're in a bit of a pickle now, but... was it this car? That was the blue car. He's coming up. Because green bus went around the other car, and then this one decided to cut the corner and then pushed him into... pushed him. Driving theory lessons. Yeah, the videos aren't going to be that entertaining. They're still useful though. Now, the other one... this one. From Matthew. Oh, pronounce Matthew the same way you pronounce it. So like Matthew. It's the Mephew. Because it almost sounds like nephew. Like nephew and niece, that kind of thing. I see. Nephew. Yeah, if you don't do the th, you do a f. Like free and tree. Or three. Meth. We don't say it like that. So they were two, they didn't, you know. Good night, thanks for thinking of joining. Hello, Semis. One in, one out. You're overtaking and it's in a busy area. You're impatient. Why are you doing that? Woke you up? Oh, yeah, sure he did, huh? Yeah, so far, Kiki, both are balanced. Which is nice, actually, in a way, for the player base. Having all of them in one place is a little bit too much. But we've already seen a lot of people on both. Here we are, we're back in Frankfurt. Now, if only most cities were like that. Yeah, you spoke to me because you messaged me yesterday. I messaged you earlier today. You were like, why are you messaging me? I don't know. Yeah, I forgot I messaged you. And yeah, this was lunchtime, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. It's healthy, it is. Oh, hello, Fookie. Big fan. Liking this? It's nice. Yeah, one more road. Best of 3, eh? IKPF. You can go between the... Yeah, because they're not that far away. Go for it. People have already... I don't know if Dylan is still in the chat. Dylan has been one of the main ones suggesting nearby other routes. So instead of IK, you'd go I to somewhere else. Or, you know, the Swiss part is also quite nice to do. Yeah. This isn't that bad. You kind of got this person stuck though. But then they moved that way. See the message, get the statue, and forget the reply. You do the same. Sometimes. Tell us where to go, trendsetter. Not yet. I'll refrain. Not yet. Let it cook for now. With collisions. Which parking? If you mean that little random parking area with a fuel station, that's never had collision. If you mean the restaurant parking place in the middle of the road, that's also never had collision either. Or never had non-collision. You've always been able to bump into people. Not with DMs I don't. Usually I don't. Wesh. I would... What even is the Wesh emote used for? I would use smile instead. What is it for? Like a little giggling sort of thing? Wouldn't you just use Kappa instead? Nice. French. Origin Arab. Oh yeah, the cutscene's better. Yeah, I don't know what it is. You need the know your meme, the know your meme page. See if it has an entry there. I just use Kappa for the same thing. If it's kind of something like a that's kind of what Kappa's used for. Friends often call you that. Ah, a lot of names spawn out from playing with the phonetics of it. So yeah, like Matthew, that sort of thing. And then you change a few of the letters. Voila, you've got a username. Kind of sarcasm, like a mild sarcasm. Hyper disbelief, similar to saying a wow or seriously, acts like an energetic reaction to an impressive play. That's way too much positivity. No, not quite. Kind of, but not quite. Not kind of like a whoa, it's like a huh. Like, that's it. Because when I use it, it's when I'm being sarcastic. Or when I would use Kappa, it's when I'm being sarcastic. That's, you hit the barrier, that's an accident. Because when I use the smile emote is when I'm going, sort of thing. Like a sort of smirky Kappa. That sort of thing. Yeah, Kappa's even less. Kappa's like a sort of hiding around the wall, like, you know. And slash is the new, but in code. Why? Are you sure that's going to pick up? I don't know if that's going to pick up. Two more. Yeah, kind of like the one in Shore. Like, if you could bleed a bunch of these emotes together, that's what it kind of be like. Smile is, yeah, that's like a sort of planning something smile. That's not like a genuine smile. It's like a that kind of smile. For me, pressing shift and typing those is the up arrow thing and the and, not slash. It's different. This one they've just spawned in and now they're just driving around. On British keyboard. I didn't know the keys were in different places. Is it maybe also in a different place on the Astrous layout as well? Could be. Yeah, I use true story for when someone says something good and I'm like, yeah, agreed. I'm like, yep, yeah, true. True. Facts, no cap. That sort of thing. A lot of layouts, yeah. I don't really know why. Alright. Last one, rather fitting to do, it's not my problem. No, I also use QWERTY, but I thought the only difference mainly between us is that above the number 3 is the hashtag, which is also called the pound sign. Which is also used for, you know, because this one is an American layout. But normally it is the actual British pound sign. It's going to be like this the entire report, isn't it? Probably. Custom routes. I think you'll be able to eventually, but not yet. Alps parking is chaos? Yes, it is. But there's also a fuel station, the only fuel station along the Frankfurt to Prague road. CD had 2, this one has 1. It is a bit busy. My only suggestion for that one is to not have massive motorway-sized fuel stations. Have one that actually fits the road. Set to English US. Yeah, I have it set to UK. I'm just used to where the keys are now. There are bottles everywhere, yes. Eventually, I guess you will be able to do that. You'll be able to select. Same with the job dispatcher. You can select to make a job from anywhere to anywhere. Some would say that the one swerved into him on purpose, but no, what would you rather do? Swerve into one person? It's like the trolley problem. Swerve into one person or swerve into however many are in this line? One. If you must. Because you're gonna be hit eventually. And then it ends there, very nice. They saw that these 3 were going a little bit, like maybe one of them started turning out of the road. Is that where they were going? I don't know why they're going. Just slow down, because you're getting to an intersection, a roundabout bit. They were thinking of swerving to the right. But they realised, oh no, this gap is not large enough. And then that car as well, remember that car? Watch out for that car. Server with collisions but no rule? No. Temporarily, yes. It's called the free roam server. It happens so far every year for TMP's anniversary, but that happens in May. Good job. And it is where, not literally no rules, but you can bump into people, you can go the wrong way, that sort of thing. It's like the ideal server setup, but if we have that server up all year long, it's not as cool. It's not as special. So there's the crash. And yeah, this one just doesn't break, because they think they could slide just behind that person's trailer. If you just tried to brake, just like slam it a bit and you go down to maybe from 80 to 50, I can tell that you've tried to slow down. Yeah, it's arcade but with collisions. Exactly. Hackers, yeah, hackers will still get banned because hacking is a no-no everywhere. Yeah. Slam it. Just try and slow down. If you try, I'll understand that the attempt has been there. Some of these people don't at all. Why not? Ban someone for too long by accident. If it's during this stream where I'm banned by accident, I can go and change it. which I would do that. If they made Sim 1 no road rules, I have a feeling that would affect too many people. Because there's a lot of people that don't want to be involved. Imagine you're just doing normal jobs as you would do on Sim 1. And someone now has the permission to slam into you at full speed and not get banned for it. Hell no. I don't want that. That's why it's its own separate server. Lady boys. Well, isn't that what they are? Does he not have some point to that? Yeah. I mean, you know. Pricey, welcome in. And all the others that have joined today. Some of these sounds don't... I don't know if I've been hearing the TikTok sounds today. Maybe I have. Maybe they just haven't worked. No, I'm not against cars. I'm against the drivers that use them for the wrong purpose, which then gives the car the bad rep that it has. People want cars to be banned and so on. It's the people that choose to use them because they can squeeze through traffic. I don't like that. But again, if you took away all the cars, they'll just use the truck anyway, as they have been doing. Some people even use coaches to try that. Traffic jam for people parking. Yeah, earlier there was a person trying to moderate it by themselves by sort of switching between which part they are blocking the traffic of, and of course it didn't work. Sane person in an insane world, I think we are. I think we are. That's a good point. Alright, I think that'll do. Not bad. There's 2 people on that I could raid. To put in a poll. F for furries. Yes. When did I say that? Yeah, Ashley has 1 or 2. Lizzie has 2 quotes. Chilling there. There's a lot of things happening around. That's why people park there. Try not to take up the slot that has the viewpoint in it, because people will try and park there. If I could choose, there you go. Both of Ashley's ones with a different name. Interesting. And then 369. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, try not to park on that one. It would be nice if it had a different coloured ground marking on it, so you didn't park there. Not necessarily the infamous yellow box that you're not supposed to access, but something of that sort. Alright. Alien is still the same. Alien's been like this for years. That's what he's like. Alright. There's 2. Okay, they changed the title. She-Wolf's original title was Short Stream, I think. Clearly now it's not. But I'll do a poll anyway. Poll. Hang on, when did I... Wait, let me just... When did I last raid each one? Okay, it's been much longer since raiding easy. Yeah, it's been about a month, so I guess we could yeah. Saves me doing the poll. She-Wolf was last week, I think. Fine, okay. Did it get muted? No, I think I was just typing something. Yeah, hello, I'm back. Her title is whatever that food item is, but it says come here. So we can say... Because she has the tasty emote. Tasty. I hear. That's you and Miss. That's it. Why not we? You can say we here, tasty emote, whichever one you want. Title is come here, have some food. If you want to join in on the raid, I'm going to send you over to a friend. You'll need to be on the Twitch stream That's it. It won't work from the others, sadly. No, don't do that, Felix. Don't do that. No. Because then it has to be cleaned up. No, you make a good impression. That's not a good impression. Don't do that. Alright. Tomorrow driving around. Potentially ATS. Tomorrow's going to be a warm day, so that's going to be fun. But today was nice. Checking out the road. Very nice. I will... Oh, that's a normal one, yeah. I will sort out this into maybe a video. Enjoy your time there. Enjoy whatever the... I don't know what that thing is that she's making. She'll probably explain what it is. Cooler? Lucky you. Lucky you. This channel has follower or subscriber only chat. Why? Excuse me? You better freaking not. I've got a resub. I'll do my resub. What? Big fan. Have a flat. Maybe rain. Can you send some rain? Oh, that sounds nice. Yeah, that sounds nice. But enjoy the rest of your days. Big fan. Appreciate it. Yeah, bragging about the rain, eh? Gosh. We here. Any of those variations you want, go use that. Catch you tomorrow.